Oh, you're a basketball.
Could do it like this.
Oh, we have. I could add different shots to the video. Oh, this camera is much better. You know,
I've
it'd be
got
awesome is if while we're doing this, someone in like a Halloween mask pops out of your closet. Welcome back to the Got Game Show, where we play games about games to see who has the most game. If you like this episode, click subscribe. And today we are playing Who He Retire With. We're going to look back at all-stars from the 2000s and 2010s and ask questions about who they retired with. And today we have a returning guest on the show, my brother Dylan.
2-0.
Yeah, hopefully we'll make that 2-1 today. So yeah, we're playing Who He Retire With. If you saw the episode with my friend Jake, who he played for, the rules are the same. So with that said, all of the players we chose today were all-stars from the year 2000 to present day 2020. Do you have any questions?
Nope. Let's get to it.
Nope. Okay, round one for 1 point. I'll let you go first.
All right. Round one, Mo Williams.
Oh, God. That's a round one. Oh, I saw him when I was looking up my players. I remember being shocked that he was even an all-star. I think he was like a one-time all-star.
Yeah, because of LeBron.
Yeah. The thing is, did he retire with – no, because he followed LeBron to Miami, I think. I'm going to say he retired with Miami. Dang it. Holy crap.
I thought that one was, I thought you'd know that one.
Is it Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so stupid. Why didn't I say Cleveland? I should have known for a 1 point.
Yeah, if it was 1 point.
Oh my gosh. Dang, that was not a smart answer. Okay, well, round one for you, worth 1 point. We have Tony Parker.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, that was too easy. And my bonus question is Steve Nash.
Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers. Dang, this is not good. Round two, worth 2 points. You're up.
All right. Round two, Richard Hamilton.
Oh, okay. He could have, I know obviously he played most of his career in Detroit. Then he went to Chicago. Because it's a round two and I think I learned my lesson, I'm going to have to say Chicago, even though he could have moved elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank God. Okay, so 2-2.
Bonus question, Carlos Boozer.
He also was with Hamilton in Chicago. I think he played with Kobe. So I'm going to say, and that would have not been before then. So I'm going to say Lakers.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, made up for the first round. Woo. Your second round, worth 2 points. Allen Iverson, 11-time All-Star.
Denver. I feel like oh, wait. Oh. Dang. It's either Denver or Memphis. I'm going to go Memphis.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. It's not Denver either.
Really?
He did one of those, like, they signed him back to finish his career, so he finished up in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he went to, I think he went overseas after that, like China or something. But so we just realized that all of our players are all-stars, but some of the people Dylan chose retired in the 2000s, but may or may not have been all-stars in the 2000s. So going forward, we'll think of these players in terms of that new little twist.
All right, round 3, Patrick Ewing.
Okay, he wasn't yeah. So you're right. He wasn't an all-star because I thought about him. I didn't look him up though because I knew he wouldn't have been an all-star in the 2000s. I know. Okay, so I know Hakeem and Patrick Ewing both finished their careers on the teams they should not have finished their careers with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure hopefully I remember. I think the 3 teams it could be is Seattle, Orlando, and Toronto. I don't think it's Seattle. I think Patrick Ewing was Orlando. Come on. Yes.
Those were the 3 teams too. Ewing played, I think, his final year in Orlando, and then like a year or 2 before that with Seattle, and then Hakeem went to Toronto.
Oh, I'm apparently much better at this than I am with the current players.
Bonus question, Baron Davis.
Ooh, Baron Davis. Gosh. Well, he was drafted by Charlotte Hornets. I think moved to New Orleans with them. Went to Golden State and dunked all over Andre Kirilenko. After that, surely he didn't retire there. I think he moved around a lot. I think maybe he played for the Clippers at one point. I think he was in LA. I can't picture him on the Clippers, but that's what's coming to mind. So I'm going to say the Clippers.
He did play for the Clippers, but his last year was with the Knicks.
With the Knicks? Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't see that at all.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Your round 3 is Meta World Peace.
I know he's at the Pacers. The Lakers when they won a championship. I don't think he retired there though. And if it was a 3, there's no way that this would be a 3 because everyone knows he played for the Lakers with Kobe. For some reason, I can picture him in a Celtics uniform, but then again, I don't know, that would kind of look weird. Just kind of like going through all the teams, trying to put a jersey on him. The Knicks?
The Knicks?
Yeah.
That's a really good guess. It's not right, but I think that was the team he played with for like one season before his final team, which was the Lakers. He went back to the Lakers.
All right, round 4, Karam Butler.
Oh, God. We're definitely getting harder. I can think of some teams he played for. Like,
This should have been a 5.
Yeah, probably. So I think he played for Memphis, Washington. I think he played for Portland, or maybe that was Bonzi Wells. I know Bonzi Wells played for Portland. Memphis, Washington, maybe not Portland. Clippers, maybe? 76ers? Clippers. Final answer.
The Kings.
The Kings. I can see that, but I can't I have multiple guys here just in case we had some choices that were the same. So I'm going to go who he retire with, 9-time All-Star Gary Payton.
Oh, I think I saw him on one of the lists I was looking at.
Dang it.
I mean, obviously the Sonics, that's not it. I think it was the Heat.
Dang it.
Yes.
Oh.
Come back.
I had other choices too. I guess at least it'll make the final round fun. Or no, you have a bonus question. Your round 4 bonus worth 1 point, which could give you the lead, is 3-time All-Star Peja Stojakovic.
Saw him on a list too, but not where I saw his jersey. Obviously the Kings. It might just be because the Rockets play like shooting threes nowadays, but I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
No, that's a good guess. When I think of the Rockets back then, I think like Kevin Martin. So I think Peja would have fit in. But it's
Oh yeah.
actually another Texas team.
Mavericks.
Yeah, Mavericks. He went and played with Dirk and Jason Kidd and those guys to win a
Oh yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah a 2011 I think, and then he
Yeah.
like most of those guys wrapped up his career after winning the
Yeah,
ship.
that was an old team.
Yeah.
That has to be like one of the oldest teams to win the finals like ever.
Maybe like the Bill Russell Celtics in their like final years. Yeah, they in modern times at least they have to be one of the oldest for sure. And definitely like of teams that
Because we're ancient.
how many people watching this are going to be like, why is this so funny?
A bunch of ancient guys beat up on LeBron.
A bunch of ancient guys beat up on LeBron.
We're tied up going into round 5. With round 5, we'll let you go first again, worth 5 points.
Gilbert Arenas.
Ooh, I feel like that could be a trick question that he finished his career with the Wizards. That'd be a heck of a 5-pointer. That'd be really ballsy. Phoenix. He played in Phoenix? I'm going to say Suns. Oh, dang.
I think he was only with 2 teams. He was obviously with the Wizards, and then I think he went to the Grizzlies, or he did go to the Grizzlies, but I think he went there for like a year or 2.
So 5 points for you. One-time All-Star, Antonio McDyess. Who he retire with?
I know he played with the Raptors with Vince Carter, and then I can picture him with the Knicks and the Pacers. I'm gonna go with Pacers.
Pacers, okay. Unfortunately, it couldn't have been any of those teams because you're thinking of Antonio Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely who I was thinking of.
Antonio McDyess may have played for those teams. I don't know. But he, I think, was drafted by the Nuggets. I think that's when he was an All-Star. And he finished his career with the Spurs, I think, trying to chase a championship. So, yeah, definitely a different person. Neither one of us got our 5-point questions right. So we're going to go into overtime. We're going to use our bonus questions as our tiebreakers. So it's still worth 1 point. If one of us gets the tiebreaker question right and the other one doesn't, that'll be the winner. If we both get them right, we'll go into a double overtime.
We talked about the Pacers fight earlier.
No.
And so we're going to bring in the big man in that fight, Jermaine O'Neal.
I'm actually glad you chose. I thought you were about to choose Steven Jackson.
Yeah, that's, as I was explaining it, I was like, that would have been a better one.
Okay, so Jermaine O'Neal definitely played for, well, I say definitely. In my mind, he definitely played for Indiana and Portland. Did he? He did play for Portland, right? Oh, man. I think he was one of those guys that it was really weird because he was on the Indiana team that had the fight with Detroit. And then I think he played for Detroit. But I feel like towards the end of his career, he jumped around so much. Like he could have been I can see him in Miami with LeBron, which is probably not true, but
everyone could have been in Miami.
They just Greg Oden played with them.
Yeah.
I'm going to be upset if it's Portland, but I'm going to say Detroit.
No, he ended up with the Warriors. I think it was on one of those like Steph Curry teams.
Really?
Yeah.
He must have been like last man off the bench, like Juwan Howard during the Miami Heat days. Dang, Dang, I'm not sure this is going to be hard enough. Oh, I want to come up with a different one. Your bonus question or your overtime question for the win. One-time All-Star, got yammed on by Baron Davis, Andre Kirilenko.
Oh. Definitely the Jazz. I can see him in Dallas. I could probably see any European older player in Dallas. I could see him with the Warriors too. I'm gonna go with the Warriors.
I can actually see that as well, but it was Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. I see that now.
Yeah. Overtime 1 didn't break the tie, so we're gonna have to go into double overtime. We're gonna go with our next bonus player. You gonna go first?
Rasheed Wallace.
I think he went to Portland. That's where he like really took off with those tough Portland teams. Went to Boston. No. Went to Detroit, won a championship or 2. Went to Boston, may or may not have won a championship, but definitely was at least on one of those teams. And I could just be confusing him with some other NBA storyline. But I think he retired, came back, and played with New York. So I'm gonna say the Knicks. Yes, let's go. Yes. Woo. For your double overtime question, we have Grant Hill.
I know Magic and Pistons. I feel like once he got hurt, he hopped around some, or maybe just went somewhere else, but just didn't really do much. I feel like he went somewhere else. I'm gonna go with the Spurs.
No.
Dang.
Go. Let's go. No, not Spurs. He played for the LA Clippers. He retired with the LA Clippers.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm glad to finally get a win against you because those first 2 episodes were rough. But thanks for joining us again on the Got Game Show.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And thank you everyone for tuning in again. If you haven't already, like the video, click subscribe down here. And we'll see you next time on the Got Game Show.